Hello everyone, Ladislas Maurice from the wanderinginvestor.com. So today I'm in Köln in Germany, but I'll be discussing US estate taxes, so death taxes / inheritance taxes for non-resident aliens, which is the IRS terminology for non-US people. So this video is not for Americans. So very few people are aware of the fact that America actually has some of the highest estate taxes in the world for non-residents. So if you own US real estate or US stocks and a few other things such as life insurance products and you die, then anything above the amount of $60,000 will get taxed between 18 and up to 40% for assets worth over $1 million. So it goes up very quickly. And very few people are aware of this. It's quite a complex law in the sense that it applies so any US real estate that you own, and then also any US stocks. And this includes US stocks that are in brokerage accounts in Europe or in Hong Kong, for example. So as long as it's listed in the US, it counts as a US stock. But you can also have Canadian or Australian stocks in a US brokerage account, but this will not be a taxable event in the United States because it's not a US stock. However, if you have cash on a US brokerage account, this counts towards the estate tax, but if you have cash on a non-US brokerage account, this does not count. So there are a lot of complexities and details that you need to be aware of. There are a few ways to mitigate it. One is if there is an estate tax treaty between the United States and your country of residency. The US has signed approximately 15 such estate tax treaties, mostly with big Western countries such as Australia, Canada, France, Germany, the UK, Switzerland, etc., even South Africa. But in most other cases, you will get slammed with these very high taxes. So you really need to go speak to a professional in your jurisdiction to fully understand the implications, because even the estate tax treaties are very complicated to understand. I mean, there's a list down there, you can go through them. Just trying to understand what they actually mean really requires a professional opinion, and preferably not your local CPA, because he won't know. You need to find professionals in your jurisdiction that have a good understanding of essentially US taxes. So it gets quite expensive, but it's something that you really need to know. If you're getting old or you're terminally ill, then if you have, for example, US real estate and you actually care about not paying all these taxes when you die, then you should really look into potentially shifting those assets into a foreign corporation. If you have US stocks, you can potentially sell the US stocks, buy other stocks instead. So those are things that you should be aware of and should be looking into. Obviously, none of this is tax advice because it's so complicated. You really need a professional to help you with this. So people have been asking me, Ladislas, what's your favorite brokerage account? Well, I have a number of brokerage accounts across platforms and across jurisdictions for the sake of diversification, but my favorite one by far is IB because of all the markets I can trade in and also because of its very low cost fees. The affiliate link is below. Here's to a long, happy, and healthy life. Cheers.